Please give us a brief introduction.
My name is Pujasmita-Aarohan. I am from Nankonagar, Angul. My
No, so around the interview, मुट्टे nervous होंगे. ठीक है, यही कि आपने अपना practice नहीं पहुंचा. Introduction को भी पहुंचा रहा हूँ interview. ठीक है, interview से ना कौन करें, अपन को save देखिए, तो directly question आना पड़ता है. Interview से देखिए कि अपना SSCM को पढ़ी जाती है, तो मैं किसी से start करता हूँ. नाल्को नंबर, तो नाल्को पर किसी questions हो जाए. ये टाइप का sentence. मैं आपको किसी introduction पे पहुंचा दूँगा. अपन वेबसाइट पहुंचे कि ना प्रैक्टिस का हिजू है ना तेनो आउट जस्ट खाली गोटे हिसाब हम देखो जोटा आसीबो कॉन्फिडेंटली कहिबे जोटा न आसीबो मना करबे है ना ये सिमुलेशन कर आउट तो मैं ये
So my name is Pujasmita-Aarohan. I am from Nankonagar, Angul. I have completed my schooling from Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Nankonagar, Angul. Then my higher secondary from Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Nilakantanagar, Parampur. And then I have pursued my graduation in agriculture in GIT University, Guntur, and my masters in agriculture and meteorology from OUT, Bhubaneswar. And my hobby is creating mandala art.
So, this is you belong to Anubhav.
Yes.
So tell me that how Anubhav got its name? Why it's Anubhav?
Ma'am, Angul is first. Ma'am, actually, I don't know about how Angul is.
Okay. You have done your schooling there. So, suppose I am a person who has never visited Anubhav. So I am going to visit your city. So what are the 5 important places that I should visit, which will showcase me the different versions of Anubhav?
Yes, ma'am. First, I will recommend you to visit the Hingula temple. That is the most cultural and mythological place. And then I will recommend to visit our National Aluminium Company Limited, as it is the major place where the aluminium is production is done. Then I will recommend to visit the Mahaburi Thakurani temple and the Jagannath temple, and I will recommend to see the Lakshmi and Ganesh Puja that is famous in Angul.
Okay. Tell me what are the adjacent districts to your own district? What are the other adjacent districts?
The adjacent districts of Angul are Sundargarh, then Keonjhar, Devgarh, Cuttack, Dhenkanal, and Sambalpur and Sonipur.
Tell me that what is the soil, what is the crops mostly grown in Anubhav and why those crops are only grown?
In Angul, the farmers are growing mainly the paddy and the rain-fed condition and the alluvial soil that is great for paddy cultivation in Angul.
Okay. Suppose you are appointed as an agricultural officer where you find that the paddy fields are they are the paddy crops are getting destroyed due to some pesticides, pest being attacked by them. So, and the farmers are using the traditional methods to handle the pest, though the government is giving the initiative for using the modern methods for pest control. So, as an agricultural officer, how are you going to convince the farmers not to go for the traditional method, because it's an age-old method? They are bit apprehensive using the government methods or the modern technologies. So how you are going to tell the farmers or convince them to use the modern technique for pest?
Ma'am, first we will tell the farmers that the traditional techniques are not giving us the major production in this area. So we have to go for the new agro technologies. Like we will recommend them the pesticides and fertilizers in the proper ratio to apply in the field condition, so that the crop will grow faster and the production and the income will enhance for the farmers. And then we will recommend them to use the government subsidies, inputs, and the agro technologies that government give in, uh, like the Pano weeder for weeding. Then we will uh, we will recommend the pesticides as per the pest surveillance app, so that we will know the farmer's field condition in that app, and we will give the recommendations to destroy the pest in fields.
You have heard about the Kali Yojana?
Government surveillance.
Do you find any loopholes in that scheme?
Ma'am, I see that the farmers are registering in career scheme, and they have then they did not grow the crop in the field, and but the register in the field as their own tenant, and then they are using the uh, money from that field, but they are not doing the agriculture in field.
So, as the officer, how you going to handle it?
As a officer, ma'am, I will visit the field, and but I will see what is the problem that they are not growing crops, and what will be the problem in teams to they are not finding the uh, proper they are not finding the uh, proper circumstances to grow crops, and we will we will give um, we will keep awareness among them to grow crop and to use the MSP to sell the crop in the mandis, and to use the input subsidies and the government scheme as the government provides.
The farmers are growing the crops. The persons concerned, they who are taking the products from the farmers and selling in the market, they are giving very less price to the farmers, and you are aware of it. Though the price of the vegetables or whatever the crops are much more higher in the market value. So the farmers are only getting 10 to 20% of that value. Okay, so as if you are appointed as an agricultural officer in your area, then how can you able to give the proper justice to the farmers so that they get the maximum price for their crops or the vegetables that they grow? What should be done as per you so that this particular gap between the farmers and the market can be resolved with the maximum return to the farmers?
Yes, first, we have to see why farmers are getting the low benefits from the schemes and the MSP and mandis. Then we have to remove the middle person, that uh, the gap between the market and farmers. In then we then uh, uh, I will inquire about the cooperative brands that give loan to the farmers to grow crops, and I will ensure that they will give farmers the perfect amount as the DBTs, uh, and ensure the moisture and quality of grains, so that the farmer will get good amount to sell to the market.
Okay, then my last question is that can you tell me two products that are called GI tag from Odisha?
Yes, ma'am. the Kolajira rice variety from Koraput that got the GIT tag. Then the mm, then Kia Fulo from Gonjal district that also got the GI tag.
Okay. So Pujasmita, you are from Anupur, right? Can you tell me the date of formation of Anupur when it was formed as a state?
So, sir, I'm available.
ଆପଣ ଏଇଟା ତାର ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବେ structure ଟା ଦେଖିଦେବେ
Yes.
କେତେଟା sub division ଅଛି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି?
Four subdivision.
But the structure କେବେ ହେଇଥିଲା?
Yes.
Originally ଯେତେବେଳେ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ହେଇଥିଲା 1936 ରେ ସେ ଗୋଟେ original district ନା ପରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ହମାରା ସେତେବେଳେ ସେଗୁଡା ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. Okay, right? So I will concentrate mainly on the agricultural aspects of Anupur. Due to several industries in Anupur, there has been this problem of soil contamination, water contamination, etc. And due to sometimes there is breach in the ash pond and other regions, the farmers who are nearby, they have suffered. So suppose you are the agriculture officer there, okay, and government has asked you to give a report to suggest measures how these problems which are faced by the farmers due to industrialization in your district that can be solved. So what 3 steps will you recommend to the government?
Yes, sir. As I am an agriculture officer, I will recommend farmers to reclaim the soil as the fly ash is alkaline in nature. So we have to give gypsum to reclaim the soil so that the pH will manage. Then I will say them to use the green manure and the organic matters so that to add the humus in the soil, and we will grow some pulses and millets at the alternative of cereal crops so that it will don't cause many harm to the crops. And then I will contact with the brick factory who will use the fire to make bricks so that it will.
Okay. So in Anupur, there are various issues with the farmer space. One particular, one or two particular problems, can you tell me?
Yes.
Which is specific to Anupur. Common problems like irrigation and all that is there all over the state. Specific to Anupur.
So the first the harmful chemicals that from the industries like cadmium and arsenic and fluoride that contaminate the waters, and it is also unsafe to human being and for crops also. Then the fly ash that will destroy the soil structure, which will be major danger to the crop growing.
Okay. In your district, Anupur, tell me 2, 3, or at least 2 tell me regarding success stories in agriculture. Some important organizations or farmers who have achieved success.
Sir, as per my knowledge, I have visited to some 2 to 3 farmers. They are the successive farmers because one farmer whose name is Mandadhar Sahu. He is doing the IFS integrated farming system in his field, where he have done the farm pond and the poultry aside the crops that like or tree in the boundary of the farm pond, and aside he is growing paddy crops with the mushroom farmers. and a farmer named farmer named Srikant Pradhan, who is from Bhaludari side from Onboard. He is doing paddy cultivation in 15 acres field. Aside, he has the uh, uh, new farm farm mechanizing instruments like power tiller, and he is doing the rice polishing and um, wheat polishing also. And aside, he is growing pulses and rice intercropping. And in Rabi season, he is growing vegetable, and he has the orchard in mango orchard and banana and mango intercropping he is doing.
Okay. So in Anugul, what is the status of organic farming? Do you know what is organic farming?
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me who is the father of organic farming? Who is considered as the father of organic farming?
The father of organic farming is Albert Hubbard.
And what are the principles of organic farming?
The principles of organic farming is to uh, remove the use of chemical fertilizer, pesticides that destroy the crop, and to maintain the ecological balance and to improve the soil fertility, and it is environment friendly.
Okay. So what is the status of organic farming in Anugul? Like farmers are adopting it, or they are not very enthusiastic? And suppose you are given the responsibility to popularize organic farming, what steps should you take?
So the farmers in Ongur, half of they are doing the traditional farming with the ITK principles, and some of those who are know about the government subsidies and schemes, they are using the farm mechanization in the farming to grow crops. But the organic agriculture is less popular in Ongur. As an officer, I will recommend them to use the organic fertilizers and biopesticides to grow crops without using the chemical fertilizer and pesticides. I will have to mm, uh, I will have to grow the awareness among the farmers and train the BAWs and the extension workers in that area to ensure the ensure to ensure the apply of organic agriculture in Angu.
Okay, okay, fine. So my last question to you will be, uh, suppose any agro-based industry, okay, you are asked that which agro-based industry will be suitable for Anugul. What will be your answer and why?
The agro-based industry.
Agro-based industry, like food processing, for example. The crop which you are growing, so the processing of that crop and other ancillary industries related to that crop. So which, such type of agro-based industries will be suitable for Anugul and why?
The agro-based industry like bakery and the value-added product we have, we will ensure like the tomato ketchup pickles, as they are growing many vegetables in Angu district.
Okay. You have heard about this in January 2026, this year. There was a huge program of government of Odisha related to the Krusaks in January.
Actually, unable to.
Taking the result adequately. Okay, check. That is the end of the interview. Madam, you are an analyst.
I will appreciate. Just in the nervousness ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି କାହିଁକି nervous ହଉଛନ୍ତି?
तो लास्ट इंटरव्यू तो बेटर
Better ଅଛି
आई कांटेक्ट बहुत इंप्रूव ହେଇଛି
ଟିକେ nervousness ଆରଥର ବି ଥିଲା ଏଥର ବି ଅଛି
ହଁ।
କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମେ ତ ମେନ୍ସ ଦେଇଛେ ମେନ୍ସ ଟା ତ ଭଲ ହେଇଛି ହେଲା ସେଇଟା ଧରିଥିଲେ ଯେ ମେନ୍ସ ଭଲ ହେଇଛି ମୁଁ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଦେଇ ଆସିଛି ତ ମୋ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଯୋଗୁ କାହିଁକି ମୁଁ ନିଜକୁ କାଟିବି ହେଲା ପାଠଟା ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଆସିଲେ କହିବେ ନ ଆସିଲେ କହିବେ ଏଇ କାରଣ ରିକଲ୍ କାରଣ ସବୁବେଳେ ସେଇ ସମୟ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ମନେ ପଡ଼ିବ ମାନେ ନାହିଁ ହେଲା ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଛି ତା ଯୋଗୁ କଣ ହଉଛି ନା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଫ୍ଲୋ ଅଫ ସ୍ପିଚଟା ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟେଡ ରହୁଛି ହେଲା ତ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ କଣ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟା ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଟିକେ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ 2 ମିନିଟ୍ ଗୋଟେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ନେଇକି ଆନାଲାଇଜ କରନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ନିଜ ଆନ୍ସର୍ସ ଗୁଡ଼ା ନିଜ ଭିତରେ ଫର୍ମୁଲେଟ କରନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ ହେଲା ସେମିତି ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ଲେଖୁଛୁ ସେମିତି ଫର୍ମୁଲେଟ କରି ତାପରେ କହିବେ ହେଲା ତାହେଲେ କଣ ହବ ନା ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ଲୋରେ ପାଠଟା ମାନେ ଜିନିଷଟା ଆସିବ ରହି 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 ଆସିଲେ ସେଟା ରହିବାର କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ସେଟା ନର୍ଭସନେସ୍ ର ଲକ୍ଷଣ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ହେଲା ନର୍ଭସ ହବାର କିଛି କାରଣ ନାହିଁ ହେଲା ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ କଥା ଆଇ ମୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ ଡେଭଲପ ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବେଟର ହେଇପାରିବ ହେଲା ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଆପଣ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଆଡକୁ ଆଇର ଇଏଟା କରୁଛନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ବି ଯେତେବେଳେ ସାର୍ ବସିଥିଲେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କଲା ଆପଣ ମତେ ଦେଖି କେବଳ ଆନ୍ସର କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଦେଖିଦେବେ ଭିତରେ ହେଲା ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ମୁଭମେଣ୍ଟଟା ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବେ ହେଲା ସେଇଟା ପଡ଼ିବ ଆନ୍ସର୍ସ ଗୁଡାକ ଏନୁମରେଟ କରନ୍ତୁ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟଲି ସେକେଣ୍ଡଲି ଥାର୍ଡଲି ହେଲା ସେଇଟା କଲେ କଣ ହବ ନା ଆମେ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ୱାଇଜ ଆମ ଆନ୍ସର୍ସ ଗୁଡା କ୍ରିସ୍ପ ରହିବ ଓକେ ସୋ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କି ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମାତ୍ର କେତେ ଦେଇଥିଲି ମୁଁ ଆଜି 16 ଦେଇଛି କାରଣ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆହୁରି ହବାର ସ୍କୋପ ବି ଅଛି ହେଲା ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର
नहीं आपनकर आई कांटेक्ट इंप्रूव करछि अनुगुण डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऊपर जेतु थिला आउ टिके देखिबे एग्रीकल्चर रे सक्सेस स्टोरीज तो आपन कहले सक्सेस स्टोरी देखिबा हम देखिबे आउ जो आपन जो कृषक सम्मेलन हेतला जनवरी रे ता ऊपर के मन पड़ला से सब जिला वाइज से माने अवार्ड वार्ड देते सेबड़ा सेटु देखन कि आपन को जिला अवार्ड देते कैसे सिगुर टिके देखिबा ठीक अछि आउ आपण काम अछंती सेटा भलो दैट्स वेरी गुड ट्रेड आउ टिके माने क्वेश्चन न आसले सीधा मना करू तो आसु किछि दृष्टो दौड़ी जीवा इंट्रोडक्शन देला इनिशियली टिके फॉर्मल करी तो इंट्रोडक्शन रे तो एतो पचरियो हला सो बी कॉन्फिडेंट यू विल गेट गुड ठीक है सर एक्चुअली कौन की इंटरव्यू मोड को बेसी एग्रेसिव जते जानि तो बटो जाबी बेसी एग्रेसिव कैंडिडेट्स से माने पसंद करो मार्क्स पड़ते तेणु सेमाने पसंद करते बैलेंस कैंडिडेट आपन से जिनिसटा अछि तेणु जस्ट नॉर्मली आंसर करिवे यू विल गेट गुड ओके नेक्स्ट
Yeah.